Hello and welcome to another AIC Productions videos. Today I'm doing another video on gaming on a very inexpensive laptop. In this case, I'm gaming on a system that has an Intel Atom CPU Z3735F. You can get this processor in laptops costing under $200. I actually recently bought my wife one that only paid $150 for. That was a Lenovo, and I'll probably do a little bit with that laptop later. This happens to be my Asus 205 X205, and so I wanted to do just some basic gaming on the system, mainly Minecraft. I like to go over to either friends' homes or here at home with my wife and with my children. We like to have a Minecraft server. I like to be able to get on, but I don't have to lug around my gaming laptop just to play a few, just a little bit of Minecraft with somebody. I'm also not going to spend, $800, $900, $2,000 on a laptop for somebody under the age of 10. And so it gives me a good way to game without spending a lot of money. And now again, this has the Atom processor, has 2 gigs of memory and a 32 gig a 32-bit operating system. So when I installed Minecraft, I installed just the base version of Java. I did not install 64-bit since it obviously wouldn't work. Now I'm also doing this as part of a battery test. So far I've been gaming on this for about 12 minutes. And I am down to 94% battery. It's telling me I have 7 hours and 11 minutes of battery on this system to play. I did this with my Z37. I'll show the results in another video. So that's something to look forward to. But my hope is that I'll get a better battery life out of these lower end systems. Now obviously you're giving up performance. Right now I'm at 6 frames, 9 frames per second. So it's definitely not ideal frame rates and not something you will want to play for all the time. Actually this is pretty low. I'm up to about 15 frames, 16 frames a second. Normally I get about 15 to 20 on this system. But you're sacrificing performance for hopefully an extended gameplay, so that when you go over to a friend's house or if you're just playing at home, you don't want to have to lug around. Like my gaming system weighs about 8 pounds. It's a ZBook 17, has 2 hard drives in it, a DVD drive, 32 gigs of memory, actually some 28 gigs of memory. I stole 4 to give to one of my other systems, but it's a very heavy system. Its battery life was better than I actually expected when playing games, but it still wasn't great. This little computer weighs maybe 2.5 pounds, including power brick. It weighs less than the power brick for my ZBook 17. The other thing about this particular laptop, and this is not going to be the case with all of them, this has probably one of the best touchpads I've had on a system. In fact, a lot of times when I go to play specifically Minecraft on my other systems, I have to have an external mouse because I cannot control the mouse or the direction I'm looking and walking with the touchpad while walking. Usually if I stop walking I can look around, but as soon as I walk again I can't then change my direction. I don't know what that is, but I've experienced that on multiple systems, including my higher end ZBooks, where on this Asus with its touchpad. Now I know that's excuse me, that's one of the big selling points for this specific laptop is they talked about how much development they put into this touchpad, and I will say it is by far one of the best touchpads without separate mouse buttons. Now I do prefer separate mouse buttons for right and left click, but that being said, this is by far one of the best touchpads I've had on a system. It is it's very smooth. It is very accurate. Its clicks are very defined, and you definitely tell when you click, and you won't accidentally click. It's very good at not picking up my palm when using it. Now you see, one thing that I get a lot with these lower end systems are these dead spaces here, where it just doesn't generate that next block. And if I break a block or something in that chunk, it will then show up. So that's the one thing that definitely does happen quite a bit on these systems. Like right now, I'm walking over empty space, which is kind of funny. But now I'm back onto real ground. But I've been averaging about 15 frames per second here. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, 15 frames, that's not enough. Well, it's fine. And I am in the open world. I'm walking in a way that causes it to generate more more world, which is actually taxing the system more, draining the system a little bit more. It is a lot more CPU intensive. If you stay kind of in one area and you don't make it redraw, or if you're underground where it just doesn't have to draw or generate as much new content, you don't have as many elements like the horses right now that are walking around. I think, yeah, they're having them in frame kills my frame rate. I went from having 15 frames, I'm now down to 7-8 frames per second. Once I get past them, now that they're not in frame, I'm up to 13 frames a second again. So definitely, in my opinion, still quite playable. Not as good as the Pentium. And in fact, with the Pentium, I was able to install and play Guild Wars 2. On this system, when I try to install it, it just sits there spinning its wheels. I'm going to contact customer service just see if there's something that I can do to get it to install, just for a test. This only has a 32 gig storage, but I have a 128 gig micro SD card I can install it to if it will let me. And I think that might be the problem, is I just don't have enough storage on the main drive for it to install to, so it's trying to figure out what to do. Anyways, if you have any questions about this system or gaming on an Atom processor, please let me know. Happy to answer any questions you might have. Hope you enjoy the video. If you like my videos and you want to support my channel, I do have a link to my Amazon affiliate there in the description below. If you click on the link there, anything you purchase on Amazon, I do get a small piece of that, and helps me provide these videos. The camera I'm using, the laptop I'm using, all came through support like that, and I do appreciate that, since it allows me to bring you additional content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.